Okay, hello out there. How are folks doing? Been arguing with my webcam off and on. Welcome back to KotOR 2. I'm eating a sandwich because I just got home from work and I'm really hungry. And I didn't feel like eating before the stream, even though I'm really hungry. Let's see here. Where we last left off, we're in Paragus. The great, mighty Paragus that everyone spends way too much time on. What does this do? Oh, okay. So we're making our way through the tunnels. We've been doing some fighting, that sort of thing. Do I have the ability to acquire these? Probably not. I didn't think so. Do I have anything that would let me have the skill to acquire them? Maybe the safety harness? I mean, we might as well while we wait for people to file in. Just see what's up. Survey gear might give me... Nope. Survey gear will do nothing for me. So, nah. Let's just give it a shot. Yeah, no. Is it even close? Not dialogue, feedback. It's darn close. I'm one skill point from being able to do it. Dang it. Wow. That hurts. That's okay. I could have put that one skill more in, and I didn't. Oh, hey look, I'm live. That's great. That's great news. What's going on? Okay, so this is where we came from, and we needed the heat shield to get through. And then last stream we fought a bunch of droids here. I'm not sure we actually fought everybody, but we fought a lot of buddies. There were a lot of buddies fought. Not seeing anything here. We at least have clothes now. That's a good next step. Now I want to get in here. We don't have the skills to recover the mines, but we should have the skills to disable. That's usually much lower than the skill required. Go ahead and grab this stuff. None of that should help me get the other mines, so that's fine. I do like the mist effect that KotOR does. It's pretty good. I mean, like, KotOR graphics are pretty dated, to be honest. But even still, I can see, like, how good of a job they do, if that makes sense. Nothing, so I must have looted that already. There are mods for this game that, like, put a lot of this stuff into HD, and I thought about grabbing them, but how did I heal? Do you just regen in KotOR 2? You must just regen it.
You're getting close to something big.
You're getting close to something
big. I think
big.
it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it.
Okay.
I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
He's giving me some real advice here. Can I sneak by them? Screw that, we're gonna get the XP.
Sure. If you have a stealth field generator, it'd make it an easy walk to the central droid controller.
Aren't there just mining droids down here?
Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first.
I noticed that.
Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
You don't like a lot of things except for me. Understood. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I didn't do this last time. I usually like to keep the plasma torch equipped because you can use it to just like stab through locked doors. But we're gonna go for that. I know I learned this key last time. What key did it? Crap, I'm gonna have to look it up again. What's the key? Find the key, find the key, find the beautiful key. That, must be switch. Oh, it's in, probably in game. You'd think I would remember this, and I never do. Switch weapons. H. Hey, Mr. Rez, welcome. How are you today? There we go. So I want to keep a gun equipped. I don't usually do a lot with guns when I play KotOR. I think it's kind of pointless because eventually you get a lightsaber, and like, to be honest, who's going to use a blaster when they can use a lightsaber? Come on. But the blaster's good for fighting the bars, the thing, the floaty balls that heal other people. I do want to fight all the droids because, like, XP and stuff, but let's at least sneak up first. I'm doing well. I just got out of work. It was a pretty chill day, mostly chill day at work. Like, nothing bad happened, but, I had to teach my boss how to do something at work today, which was fun. And my boss and I have a good relationship, so it wasn't that daunting, but it's always interesting to have your boss sit right next to you while you do your work. And you're like, you just pray today is not the day that you do everything wrong and forget how to do your job. Which, again, it would be fine, because he and I get along fine. But I was like, today would be the day that I would do everything wrong. Okay, but I didn't. I didn't do everything wrong, so it was fine. Call up droid command functions. Add other droids to droid mining protocols. I don't know what that means or if I want to do it. Cancel all droid mining functions on organics. That sounds good. Do we have the computer skills to do it? Yes. Continue. So this means they shouldn't attack me anymore. Come on. Reassign droid to mine sealed doors. That sounds great. So now they shouldn't find me. Yes, right, exactly. No, it's good. It's fun. Like I said, nothing bad happened. It was just amusing. Come on, game. I don't need to sit on the server. So now the droids will fight the doors, which is pretty cool. I do want the droids to like fight each other because then I still get the XP. But I don't think I have enough. I don't have the spikes to do that. That's okay. But now they shouldn't fight me. I should be able to come back in if I find more spikes. Was I supposed to get the purple doors open? Because I didn't do that. Can I still fight the droids? I was probably supposed to get the purple droids open. Oh, here we go. Get spare components. Examine the behavioral core. Let's see what's going on. Mr. Rez, how familiar are you with KotOR 2 or the KotOR series in general? Because if you are wondering what the heck I'm doing, I'm happy to tell you. But if you know exactly what the heck I'm doing, besides eating a sandwich, I won't bore you. It looks like, I'm going to talk with my mouth full because I'm rude. It looks like their mining protocols have been set to mine any organics and any non-authorized droids. If this is the case, then the mining droids have likely wiped out everyone in the facility. No, 0. Okay. So this is Knights of the Old Republic 2. You don't need to know too much about Knights of the Old Republic 1 because it, like, it's a different plotline entirely. Like, the events of the first game affect where we are now in the story, but that's not super critical because you get a couple party members that are the same, but it's kind of set up in case you haven't played the first one. So this is in the Legends canon, it's not in the current canon. And, okay, we'll look at the same thing. Droids will no longer accept commands from any member of the mining facility. Interesting. Can we detonate the droid? I can. That's cool. But I think I might need to reload because I think I was supposed to open these purple doors and I didn't, and I don't have the ability to open the purple doors. So we're gonna check that. Anyway, this game is like, oh, is it? It's either 2,000 years before the movies or 4,000 years before the movies, and I should know it, and I don't. Access camera functions. And what's going on is there's a huge war in the galaxy. The Jedi have been wiped out. The Sith reign supreme. There's 3 Sith who are ruling. They're called the
Everybody
Sith
here? What's up, KotOR? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter?
That would
One
be
of
us.
the miners said they served with her on Malachor 5.
Malachor
Ooh.
5? So she's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So
I'm
what?
Not a survivor, idiot. She's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
Mm-hmm.
If she's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have her walking around here. Well, I don't know what she'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed
Civil
one.
War is the first game.
But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? Korta, have you been chewing spice?
I love that. You
Look,
were
you know how
spice.
big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Korta, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Someone has taken care to delete the record of this camera being fixed. So yeah, we are. I've looked at all these. Is this okay?
Everybody
we
here.
just
What's
watched
up,
it. Never
Korta?
mind. So
Malachor 5.
we're one
Not
of
a
the last
survivor.
Jedi.
If she's one of the...
The Battle of
I thought all the
Malachor
Jedi-
5.
Guess they missed one.
I don't know if we know
You
this
wanna
in the game yet, but it's
Look,
not a big
you know,
deal. Is
Korta,
where
there's no way
the
the
Civil
officers
War
will go
ended.
for that.
Then
The
we'll
Civil War
improvise.
is the one of the conflicts in the first game, or at least just talked a lot about in the first game. There we go. Shut down containment. That's what I was looking for. And so basically, we have been out in the hind end of space forever, and we came back to the front end of space, and we were injured, and we don't really remember what happened. We were in some kind of fight and have like short-term amnesia. I think I did everything I needed to do. And so now we're stuck on the station. Everybody on the station is dead. There only seems to be droids. We're trying to figure out why there's only droids. I know because I've played the game, but it just seems to be that there's shenanigans afoot, and we have to figure out who went after the droids. And there's also people who went after us, being our main character here. Look at us. We're pretty sweet looking. Who wanted to do a bounty on us, and then like there's a whole thing. There's a bunch of mysteries going on, and we don't know, like, is the person that wanted to turn us into bounties the person who hijacked the droids? That's what we're trying to solve. We're trying to solve who's after us, what happened to the station, and how can we get off the station. So there's a couple of different things going on here. We're running around. We have an astromech droid named T3M4, who's basically this game's R2-D2. We'll go that way in a second. And T3M4 is one of my favorite droids of all time. But he's missing. But T3 is actually from the first game. So he's one of the party members that returns. So he leaves like the main characters from the first game's party and becomes your droid for reasons that will be explained later. So he's pretty cool. But we want to figure out what happened to him too. Usually I would fight all these droids, but or blow them up apparently. That's not really what I meant to do. What is even going on and where are we? Okay, so this is going to take us back to where we came in. This is going to continue the story. So let's go back to the way we came in, because I'm a big believer in exploring. Or this door could just not work. That's also possible. Okay. Well, we won't go back that way then. Can I not access the droid? KotOR 2 is notoriously a little buggy. So what happened was KotOR 1, Knights of the Old Republic 1, is one of the... You're moving? That's a little freaky. KotOR 1 is one of the most successful Star Wars games ever. And the game was so beloved that they rushed the sequel and switched companies. So BioWare made KotOR 1. And a company called Obsidian made KotOR 2. And they probably... I'm not going to blow you up. I only blew up the other droid on accident. You don't have to scuttle away from me. But they... I'm just collecting stuff from all the droids. I've been through here, it seems. This corpse is going to say nothing. Yep. So I've been all the places. So let's go down the other road. So anyway, it got made in a huge rush. and wasn't even complete upon release, and it was released at a time when you didn't really have DLC or expansions in the same way they do now. Like, they existed, but not to the same degree. Now we're going to do some fighting. It kind of runs on a D&D-like system, so it's a turn-based combat system. You can't see them because they're digital, but it's basically rolling a dice to determine damage and stuff, so if you're familiar with that kind of stuff. Anyway, this game is famous for having what's called the restored content mod for KotOR 2, which is fans got together and made a mod for the game that basically completed it. They went into the game files, because even though the game wasn't finished when it got released, it had like a lot of unedited stuff. So they found like a bunch of uncompleted game files, and they actually, like, fans wrote and finished the game. And then what happened got released as a mod. So I'm playing with what's called the restored content mod. So I'm actually playing the full game, which is pretty cool. So I mean, it sucks for the game that it got released incomplete, but it's pretty cool.
Picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
What kind of reading?
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
Uh-oh. How much time do I have?
I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Okay. Well, if he's talking to me, then that means this way is fine. I thought this funky cave back here was where the plot was, but it's not where the plot was, so we'll run back real fast. But yeah, KotOR 2 is one of the coolest, like, fans got together and did something. Because, like, it's one thing when it's, I didn't like a thing, so I'm going to change it. And, like, I mean, that's what mods are anyway. If you make your game moddable, that's one thing. But this was really a case of fans loved the first game so much, and they loved what the second game had to offer so much that they finished the game. And you can get it for free. So, like, I have this through Steam. For the folks out there who don't know what Steam is, it's not this kind of Steam that I'm running through now. Steam is like iTunes for video games. And there you can download mods for games. And so all for free, you can download this huge thing called the Restoration mod. And it completes the game for you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty darn cool. I don't think I have enough to disarm. I don't have enough to disarm, but I can disable. Yeah. But KotOR 1 really is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, not even, like, favorite Star Wars games, but, like, KotOR 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. We streamed that last year. And I thought about streaming it again, just because I do love it so much, but I was like, maybe I should stream 2. I like 2. I don't like 2 as much as 1. Can I not bash it open? Okay, fine. Can I put a mine in it and blow it up? Is it gonna work? I put a thing in it. Did that not work? Maybe I ran away too fast. Oh, skill too low. Okay, well, we're just gonna not get in there then. We'll never know what was in that case. But, like, I like KotOR 2. I think the mechanics of KotOR 2 are better than KotOR 1. I think the story of KotOR 1 is better. But KotOR 1 also wasn't... Let me through, you darn droid! Or I will blow you up. I will, too. Alright, looks like you're gonna blow up so I can walk through the door. You are in my way. But yeah, I think the story of 1's better. But saying the story of 1 is better is almost not fair. Because 1 was not a rushed game, and KotOR 2 was rushed, so... That's just kind of how it is. It's ironic, though, because I really like this game, but, like, this game is one of the big reasons there's so much talk about, like, Grey Jedi. Because a lot of people take this game has a lot of philosophy in it, and a lot of really crazy Force philosophy because of one of the characters in the game. Personally, I think that a lot of people take what the game has to say as gospel instead of like a cool discussion question. But still interesting. Well, hello, knocked out guy. How are you today? Clearly, not super well. Oh, hi.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
So this is awkward, because we don't know this droid. How do you know me?
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master?
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
What happened?
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, not terribly relevant to our current situation.
Why don't you tell me anyway?
Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage.
That would be
I was
the bounty.
crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
How come I don't remember any of this?
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
That's oddly specific.
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Drugged? What do you mean drugged?
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Now, what's going on here, too? If you've played KotOR 1, there was a droid called HK-47, who was one of your companions. And he talked a lot like this. It's the same voice actor. He looked a lot like this, but he was a different color. He was like a rusty orange instead of a silver. So if you were to have played KotOR 1, and then now played KotOR 2, you would be very confused as to, is this the same droid? Is this not the same droid? What's he doing here? But the droid in the first game was an assassin droid. So you'd be a little, as the character, maybe not so much, but as a player, you'd go, huh, I wonder what's going on here.
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
It was a little suspicious. Fine, what happened next?
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes.
That would be the
It
ship
appeared
we were on
that
at the
this
start of the
freighter
game.
had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
So, when the game started, which this is our second stream of the game, it opened, we were on a ship called the Ebon Hawk, and we were adrift in space, and that would be the small cargo ship that the droid is talking about. Now we're learning that we were actually on this bigger ship called the Harbinger. Any idea what had attacked the freighter?
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
what was this freighter that the Harbinger brought aboard? Why would they take me? Let's do the
Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk.
It was?
Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Your what? Your what? Your what?
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress.
Nothing suspicious. Nothing suspicious here. And the other cat came here. Why would... Yeah.
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
How so?
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
Droid is having an existential crisis. How did they find out I was a Jedi?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the KotOR databases, which are notoriously spotty.
Alright. That information would not have been in the KotOR databases, only in the Jedi archives.
Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Uh-huh. Potential hostiles?
Quick clarification. Apparently my vocabulator has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities.
I see. Go on.
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly.
So what happened to the miners?
Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a
Hey, Stuart,
cascade of
welcome.
flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
Sadly enough?
You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Are there any of them left?
Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap.
Oh, that's no good. Then I need to get there and rescue them. Forget them. I need to get off the rock. I need to rescue them.
It is
We're a
unlikely
Jedi.
any miners remain
We're playing
alive.
this light side.
As I said, the dormitory has been cut off from the rest of the facility, as has the hangar bay. There is no escape.
Don't make me destroy you. Can we try contacting them?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents had occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear
Something
and
sketchy with this
terror.
droid. Satisfaction?
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
How are you doing? Good to see you here. Playing some KotOR 2. We don't know what happened to them, so we need to find out. There must be a way we need to find out what happened.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory
Yes,
airlock.
that is what I want to
Such a
do.
route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
I like to do anything that's hazardous. Those miners could be hurt or in danger.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger.
That's just too dang
I
bad.
encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
I'm gonna find those miners. You're gonna help me. Another suggestion like that. I'll turn you to scrap. Master. You're gonna help me.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master. But there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
Okay. Alright, so we need to get the code.
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master. But I am afraid that it will do you no good.
What? What do you mean?
Condescending explanation.
Condescending.
Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
I'm doing well. I'm just settling in after Tuesday at work to play this for a little bit. And yeah, I know, I get the same bug. Anytime I see somebody playing or talking about a KotOR game, I'm like, oh, I have to play that already. Voice
Explanation? Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them.
Oh, you already said that. But you said you had the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Okay, leave condescending out of your speech protocols from now on.
Placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you, it is merely a result of memory
I love
damage
these
I have
droids so
suffered
much.
since our arrival.
Okay, how can we bypass this voice print? If the guys... Okay, we'll do this. If the there is a way to unlock this, but you have to go down a specific dialogue tree, and I don't remember it, but it's not too hard to find. So we'll try, if the maintenance officer is dead, how can I get the
Answer.
code?
Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in
That's what you
store
want
for
me to
us.
think. Sorry for putting you on the spot. Do you prefer the first game? Oh, that's not on the spot. That's fine. I like the mechanics of 2 better, but I like the story of 1 better. And I think part of that might be when I played 1, I didn't know anything, and when I played 2, I'd actually read about the whole game before I played 2. So maybe that's part of it, but I like the story of 1 better. But I think 2 has better stuff you can do, if that makes sense. I have more questions
Of course,
for you.
Master. How may I be of assistance?
Tell me about the voice protocol. How do you know me again? What are you? Have you seen a T3 unit? Let's just ask him some questions.
Hesitant answer.
Eventually, there's a way to
T3
talk to
utility
him.
droid would be a common sight in this facility.
I might have to
It is
explore
indeed
first before I can
curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely
That's why I love T3.
memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag.
Especially a
But
droid
enough
like
of my
yourself.
seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look.
He's just like so sick of my crap. Unit was last name.
Answer. Ah. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that.
Yeah, 100%. You have a lot more options in the second game compared to the first. The first game started off. Yeah, exactly. With that reveal, and I think, I mean, a lot of it too is because KotOR 2 was rushed. I think the story in 2 is not weak, but not as strong as it could be because it just didn't have time to get refined. Maybe you can answer something else for me.
Of course, Master.
Okay, we'll start going through some of this faster. Why is that body there?
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid
We do have
rock.
to explore before I can do this. I remember what we have to do now.
Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Wait, if you can play his voice back, can't you speak the code?
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the
I
ethics
remember what
programming
happened.
most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
I remember. I'm gonna just make sure there's nothing else I want to ask him, but I remember what we did. Okay. Never mind, I'll be going now. We can find a voice recorder. I love how in-depth the second game goes, pretty much everything. Force, not long to the Clone Wars. Oh, I'm so excited for the Clone Wars. Like, so, I have to finish my rewatch, but I'm really, really close. Voice recorder. So yeah, we find a thing and we trick him into saying the code. But we have to record it, so I just gotta find a recorder. Which I don't necessarily remember off the top of my head where it is, but I remember that's what we have to do. Yeah, I think the second game is a lot of fun. I'm playing with the restored content mod, which is cool, so I get to do a lot of the extra stuff that you couldn't do in just the vanilla game. Oh, I was gonna say, the voice of the dead guy, Sonic, there we go. That's what I was looking for. With the droid protocol droid's help, I've finished work on Sonic Imprint Sensor. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original gear to prevent the other miners from the ability to record and play back my voice. So we just have to get him to say stuff. Hey, John, welcome. Have I got... Yes, I did. I finished it. Oh my gosh. I'm in the middle of the Mandalore arc. So, I've done the episode where Maul gets like the Hutts and Black Sun and Death Watch on board. And now I'm, can I upgrade item? Oh, I don't have any underlays. Now I'm on the next one. I'm just putting it off because the next one's sad. Pretty much. Can I make an underlay? Ooh, I can. What do I want? This would be a good one. Yeah, both of these would be good. How many? I have so many components. Let's do this. So here you can craft stuff and upgrade what you're wearing. I feel sorry for you. If there's any kind of... Yeah, Gregor is awesome. I like Gregor a lot. And I was really happy to see him in Rebels. What? Why can't I use this? Okay, well fine. I have this stuff. I just can't upgrade my miner's uniform apparently. Maybe I should have realized that was never gonna happen.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. How may I be of assistance?
Son of Sister, can you play the thing back again?
Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through!
This is the voice of Tim Amundsen, if you know Tim Amundsen.
Oh, stop, please!
Addendum is remaining intact.
I have some more questions for you.
Of course, Master.
I have to convince him. What are you?
Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This mod has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
I love him so much. What's veiled threats?
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
He's not wrong. What are you doing on Paragus?
Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible.
Okay. What have you determined?
Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever.
Forever. I never said you were coming with me.
Placating retraction. Oh, of course, Master. Please excuse my choice of words. I did not mean to imply that you would have no choice in the matter.
Wait, what? What? Okay. I have more questions for you. So Tim Amundsen is the voice of Lassie from Son of the Overwatch site. Okay. How can I get in the hangar bay again?
You need to. Oh, of course, for that you would need.
I'm gonna skip through some of this dialogue fast because I can't remember the voice tree, and we've heard a lot of this before. Did you say anything
Recitation.
again?
Oh yes.
5 droids.
Yep, we've heard this before.
Addendum.
Can you speak the code? No, I can't. Believe, possess, persuade plus sonic sensor. The fact that you can mimic voice is pretty impressive. What would it sound like?
Proud answer. Master, I believe my vocabulator is working adequately enough to accommodate your request. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Yeah, I think that's all I need.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
I'll be going now. Yay, we got it. So a lot of KotOR is talking, which may not be riveting for a lot of people, and I'm sorry it's not riveting for you, but it is the most fun part of this game, I think. If we get a new animation series from Filoni in regards to the potential Rebels sequel with Thrawn and Ezra being found, I'm definitely gonna rewatch Rebels. I would be so stoked if that's what we get. I'm probably gonna rewatch Rebels anyway. Fights. But right, frickin' frick-frack. Hold on. Hate these things. Just a regular attack, please. Oh, good! I got hit with a smoke bomb. Or a gas bomb. That makes me so happy. Oh, good, they're just gonna Oh, shoot. Cancel combat and run off. This is not going well. Hold on. Do I have a... I don't. Okay, we're gonna do that real quick. We're gonna save, because I just realized I haven't saved recently, and that would be a problem. I'm so used to playing Jedi Fallen Order where it auto-saves. And, yeah. That's... Ow! Stop throwing grenades at me! Okay. I will throw a grenade at you and see how you like it. Okay. And keep... I really would love to have a... like a anti-poison med pack, but that's okay. Fight this thing. Ugh! Hold on. I'm trying to not die here. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I've completely lost my train of thought on anything we were talking about, so you might need to remind me if you were interested in what I had to say. Okay, now that we're not dying, let's continue on with the game. I forgot that we hit a combat portion of the game here. So this, if you watched the stream last week, this is where we had T3. And where T3 went missing. We were just in a different part of this. I think he was, like, there when he got grabbed. What? Why? Oh, good! More droids. That makes me happy. I wanted to fight more droids. Let's use my droid. Oh, good. Get up there, they're gonna throw grenades at you. And you're gonna die, because you have no health. Yep. Well, we got saved. That's why we saved. We're fine. I'm just gonna have to redo some of the fighting. Stop. Target something else.
Greeting. It is a
Are you gonna move?
pleasure to...
Have you considered moving? Throw this like we did before. We're gonna turn on an energy field. We're gonna heal again. Actually, we're gonna get away from where they're throwing them on. And then we're gonna run up here. H. Fight. This might be a lot of scum saving because this is gonna get really boring really fast. If this is a lot of me doing this over and over again. I'm making sure to... I mean, I use my my sword anyway, but he has energy shields on, so... We're gonna scum save. We're gonna scum save like good people. You're not a true video gamer unless you scum save. Okay. I don't even remember what I was talking about before I got distracted by the fighting. The whole prerogative sometimes, yeah, you like it different to open the game, like the idea of sort of being abandoned. I like the story of Peragus. I will give you that. I think Peragus, it's weird for me too, because I feel like Peragus is too long, but then I have like no issue with Taris, and Taris is even longer, I think. But like, I feel like Taris just flows better somehow. I don't know. But I mean, I think part of what frustrates me too is if you go through the first game, you have a scum save. You have you don't know that you're force sensitive at the start of the first game, and then you become force sensitive. In this game, like the way I play it anyway, like you know you were a Jedi from the get-go. Hold on. It's not gonna work apparently. I need one of the yeah, okay. Hold on. Just equip it. I need the plasma torch. That will pop it open. I don't know, I feel like because in KotOR 1, I'm like, oh, I don't know any better. And then I get to KotOR 2, and I'm like, I really don't want to wait 900 years to get my lightsaber. But you can get a mod that lets you find your lightsaber, which I've never done, but I know it exists. There's also a skip Paragus mod. What do I hear? I hear something. I still remember the first time you ever played Paragus took me forever. Knew what I was doing though, and didn't take me. Yeah, the first time you play Paragus, it's really rough. Because, and like, I mean, as you guys already saw, it's so much dialogue, and you have to pick up on all of his exposition. And some of the exposition is annoying, because you already know it, because you played the first game, and some of the exposition is, like, great, and it's one of those things. I don't want to use up all my grenades, but that thing is cause problems. Oh good, you have fire. Oh, I still have my blaster, but that's what's going on. I'm like, why am I not going up? But like, I feel like every time I play Paragus, it's not quite as bad as the last time I played Paragus, but it is a lot. There's just a lot. It's very dialogue heavy, and I like the dialogue in KotOR, and I like the lore in KotOR. It just doesn't feel as balanced. I feel like, oh good, floating mines. I like those. Blow up over there and not here. I would prefer it if you didn't blow up next to me. Come on. How hard is it to shoot a stationary floating mine? I have put like no points in the blasters, so that was I'm yelling for no good reason. Go back to sword before I forget. Can I go through the door? I can go through the door. Shut these lockers. I'm not getting anything out of the lockers. Locked. Okay. I suppose you could just call it a grind, but worth it in the end. You could do, yeah, that's true. Paragus just takes so. It's just long. It's a long level, but I do think the story's good on it. I just think it's kind of funny too, because like it starts with this mystery, and then the mystery is really cool at the time, but it doesn't really matter to the overall game. Okay, open airlock. Yay! Access maintenance log.
Finish the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone
Again,
knows they
speaking
need an
of a lot of dialogue and
the
more.
sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
Okay.
Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down.
T3!
The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior, of course. There's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off.
Hey, it's about me.
Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi and med bay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master is the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Hey, Yagi, welcome. Lurk away, my friend.
Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially KotOR. KotOR said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think KotOR and his men are going to give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The KotOR wouldn't...
Oh, it got cut off. You can kind of see... Well, I guess they're just going up in numerical order.
With the protocol droid's help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulary subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices, it now has the droid's full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator.
I
tried to
think
make sure the
if
protocol
you
unit
didn't
got some
know you
credit for
needed
helping
the
fashion
sonic,
it, but the droid refused,
this would
saying
just tell
the
you.
work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test and see what happens.
So, like, if you were playing the game and you didn't know you needed the voice print, you could,
When the dock
come
officer
here
reported the droids
and figure it
repairing the
out.
Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter. I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
Oh.
The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it, though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility, and they're using the droids to do it. Why?
But why? That is a good question. Check for exits. Containment active. Fish source of the breach. The system is registering a blast of one of its main fuel lines. Containment field has been active to keep the explosion in fuel lines. Check fuel lines. Although the fuel lines are currently sealed, there are no ships docked in the facility that they would automatically open if they did arrive. Check other exits. Check admin level. Okay, we can now get there. Mining tunnels. Access denied. Whoops. That's not what I meant. Check airlocks. Okay, we can get out the airlock. Access comm system. Repair. Inoperative. We can't repair it, so we can't ask people in the other part of the station. Access cameras. Containment field camera. Nothing. Maintenance level camera. Nothing interesting. Fuel line sensors. T3! There's T3. He's in the fuel line. There's some sort of metal case next to T3. Alright. Airlock camera. Okay. That's everything. Alright, so now we kind of know where T3 is. We just don't know how to get to it. Hey, stuff. Ooh, reflex package. Heck yeah. +1 to reflex saves. You gotta love it. I don't need the stealth field generator right now either. Reflex +2. Let's do fortitude +2 because we already have a boost for our reflex. Like I said, this operates very much like a D&D game. It's basically all of the mechanics of a D&D-like game. It's just that it does all the dice rolling for you. So there's that. I want to go back to this store now that it's open. I'm kind of struggling to remember the sequence of events and stuff. This is the door we were supposed to unlock. But it's also not the outside door. I think we can just do the... in order to exit the airlock, you'll need a spacesuit. Spacesuit. I don't think I have to equip the spacesuit. I think it automatically does it. There we go. But I just have to have the spacesuit. Hey! I love the animation of the feet moving. Look at this! Look at this! This is some sick graphics right here. I feel like Benny Hill music needs to be playing with the way my feet move. I still love it. It's like, or maybe like James Bond music.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Really? Maybe you should look up.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
Nothing. I need to reach the miners in the dormitory section. I'm just taking a relaxing walk.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
Why? What do you mean?
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path.
Oh, it's fine. Can you shut them down?
I can't. I'm locked out of the main systems here. I couldn't shut it down if I tried.
Oh.
The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if...
That's odd. It's almost as if somebody
what
knew
now?
I was going out in space and did that.
I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code.
What?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure a ship showing up isn't going to be a problem at all. Look, it's a Republic Hammerhead. Like, it's fine. It's a Republic ship. Don't let all of the dead Republic officers fool you. It's fine. This is only a good thing. I mean, look at the nice shirtless man. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, look. I mean, he needs some lotion, but otherwise he looks completely trustworthy. I mean, like, who doesn't do this in a bridge full of dead bodies? Like, he's just misunderstood, I'm sure. I like how we have a video, and then we cut to like an in-engine scene, and then we go back to a video. And then another in-engine scene. I wonder if it's intentional you kind of sound like Vader. See, look, it's fine. It just wants to dock. That's all. I love the alarm sound. See, it's fine. More cutscenes? Oh, crap.
He has come.
So Atten was pretty much just a Karth copy to you until you got the backstory, like, right near the end. Like, so here's the thing. He is basically a Karth copy, but I really hate Karth a lot. Like, I think Karth is so completely, like, just not interesting. And just whiny and complaining. And, like, Atten is like Karth, but, like, with a personality. And so I actually like Atten a lot better. And, yeah, I'm glad they brought Hammerheads back to canon, too. Like, Karth's whole personality in the first game is basically blah, 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 I don't trust anyone, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's effectively Karth. That's Karth in a nutshell. And she plays a woman who's blah, 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 I don't trust anyone, but I also love you and I don't know how to do it. That's the only variation of personality. Yay! At least Atten is sarcastic. Yeah, Karth was really annoying. He became a lot more likable near the end. Yeah. Like, I like the idea of Karth, I guess. And, like, he gets better the more you know about him, especially if you do the plotline with his missing son in the first game. But yeah. Some of you may have noticed that I have a large L on top of my face in the bottom corner. Now the fire suppression system has gone active. I can't even make it to the dormitory section. Fortunately, blah 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 things, sneaker frost stuff things, blah blah. I'm aware that I need to level up. I like to save my level ups because when you level up, you oh, we're going there then. Your health gets restored. So like I tend to save level ups until I'm almost dead, and then use them as a way to heal cheaply. So you can basically yes, I love the influence system too. I really do. I'm kind of I decided to play as female exile. Because I think the story between female exile and Kreia is better than male exile and Kreia. But I'm kind of bummed because this means I'm going to play with Disciple in the game instead of Handmaiden, and Disciple might be the worst Star Wars character ever made. But Handmaiden is so cool. I don't think I actually need to make anything at the workbench. Oh, let's save. I haven't done that in a while. Again, I'm used to playing Fallen Order where you save by meditating. You can't really do so. Yeah, Bastila arguably you can influence. Although I don't think you actively influence her in KotOR 1, she just becomes influenced by the nature of hi. You're a stun turret. That's what's going on. Let's knock you out and then I'll attack you. Oh good, I'm getting shot at by the other one. And every time I do it breaks my attack. Oh good, this is going only well. I actually really like the implications of oh good. Everything's fine. Typo was really weird, Handmaiden was really cool. Handmaiden is awesome. Like not just your dynamic with her as a player, but then her dynamic with what's her face? Atris? Cranky lady? Cranky Atris? Cranky Atrium? Here's what I said about saving up. I like how I was just doing two, and then suddenly I got a big roll. Now if we went ahead and leveled up, I could put skill into demolition probably and start getting some of these mines. So I think we'll actually do that. I didn't have a dump stat. I could have sworn I had a dump stat. Oh, I do. It's dexterity. Okay. I don't really care that much about dexterity though. Because I don't. Well, maybe I should care about dexterity. But I'd rather have more force points right now. Okay, we'll put a point into demolitions because it's a cross-class skill, and I don't want to put that many points. But I'm 1 point away from being able to do stuff with demolitions. Otherwise, I'm going to keep up with persuade, keep up with awareness, keep up with reading. Powers. Your powers are weak, old man. I think I have this one. I do. I can't get heal yet, which is something I really, really want. Why is this showing up? Oh, because I don't have it yet, that's why. That only makes sense. I like Force Push. Let's grab Force Push. Because that's something I can use against organics or droids. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. YouTube got mad at you for swearing. Atris, yeah, Atris is so annoying. She is so freaking annoying. But I also feel like maybe she's got a fang. Oh, this is nice. Versus saves all +1 versus immunity. We're getting hit with a lot of flamethrowers, so let's do that. I should be able to recover mines now. But even then though, I like the story of Atris. The story of Atris is she's so convinced of your character's dark sideness and arrogance, but that's basically who she is. And she's annoying because she's just yelling and screaming at you. But it's well done annoying, if that makes sense. at least in my opinion, I think she tells a very important, like, side to the Jedi. When we get to meet her eventually. Going through the door. Going through the door. Just gonna zap you with some stuff. Get up there, because they're gonna throw. Get up there, they're gonna throw grenades at you. And you don't want them to throw grenades. Yeah, exactly. Her storyline was really well done. I agree. And like a lot of times things really feel like they pay off. Okay, who keeps shooting me with things? That's why I put those gloves on. Ow. I like how he literally just clobbers me in the face with his giant arms. Okay. Let's, we have several energy shields to put one on. And let's go to Fortitude. Put on your energy shield. That's better. Let him shoot at me a little bit. But I mean, like, it's a different kind of annoying, but that's kind of how I felt about Ahsoka, too. Like, Ahsoka used to annoy the crap out of me when we first met her. But, like, I love her now. But, like, without that arc, she wouldn't have been as good. Like, she really feels earned as a character to me. Because she was so frustrating at first. If that makes sense. Okay, let's get up a little bit. Yay! But obviously that's different. It's like Atros is just not endearingly annoying. So that's an upgrade for a weapon. That's something even Filoni had been saying for a while. They had the arc for Ahsoka planned out. And they knew how they wanted to start her. Cal, welcome! They just showed, they showed a Bad Batch clip? I know there was a trailer for the Bad Batch arc. I've actually watched Bad Batch on YouTube when it was in animatic form. So I'm excited to see it fully rendered. I kind of remember it, but I don't remember it super well. Yeah. I would like to shut that down. Yeah, I'm very excited to see it fully rendered and, like, completed. Okay. That's not working. Okay. Yay! Yeah, it was just the sneak peek clip. What they like to do, as they're wont to do. I love the siren, or the alarm in KotOR. It's like, Ronk! Ronk! Oh shoot, one of those stupid things. I hate those droids so much. If I don't kill this first, it's just gonna heal the other things. There we go. Well, as long as we're standing here, we might as well shoot him with the last one. Oh, hi! Okay, hold on. In reverse. We are not... Nope, bad. We're not gonna fight this droid while standing next to those things that are shooting me with carbon freeze. Hey, Jetman, welcome! Even when it wasn't fully rendered in the animated, it was still interesting to watch. I definitely liked it. And like I said, I remember enough about it that, like, the big surprises in the episode are not going to surprise me, but I don't remember, like, the tiny bits of the episode. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. Like, how I'm getting fought by a fire extinguisher. Like, that's just my day right now. It's every time it hits me with the carbon, it, like, cancels my combat. It's a little frustrating. How am I doing? I'm doing just fine, thank you. I'm enjoying a Tuesday afternoon. Got out of work. Hey, another level up for us. Yay. Put the thing in. Just Skill's still too low? Dang it. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to this. Then maybe I won't. Maybe this will be enough. Back away, because it's going to blow up. Yay. Nice. Could use a med pack. And that upgrade is nice, but I don't really have a super big use for it at the moment. Because I don't have anything upgradable. But it will become useful later. Nice, and you're playing one of the... Yes! KotOR 2 is very good. I'm playing it with the restored content mod, which is nice. Ah! No. That's fun. I'm gonna just be frozen for a second. Anytime you want to thaw, run away for a second. Put the shield on, which is not actually going to stop you if they want to partner with you. But at least if you get shot at like blasters, they'll be okay. What are you up to tonight, Jetman? I know it's night-ish. It's definitely at least evening. This must mean you have power at the moment. Hey! Starting to get a rhythm down. Security failure? We'll just have to bash it open. I mean, I could also level up and put a point into security, but like, why would I do something logical? Level up. Skills. I think security is a trait I have, too. There we go. Powers! I want heal, dang it! I'm not enough. Yet. What do I want? There's no point in getting throw lightsaber because I don't have a lightsaber to throw. But I'd rather get throw lightsaber than get a power I don't want. Burst of speed's good because it does actually make you faster. Let's try now. Hey! So do I want reflex package or pheromone package? Yes! Pheromone package. I want the persuade and the charisma. None of these other ones are fun. Accuracy gloves. Ooh, what do those do? Oh. I'm not that worried about it. We're gonna keep the ones we have. I don't use a lot with blasters. Chemicals! My favorite. Just vials and vials of random unorganized chemicals. Chemicals. We're gonna run in really fast before people throw grenades at us. Hit me with that carbon freeze, baby. Oh, right. Keep forgetting that every time they hit me with carbon freeze, my combat is disrupted. Oh, there's the button again. Kill it! Kill it with fire! This one, please. Thank you. Has anybody ever played KotOR 1 on mobile? Out of curiosity? I swear by it. I have KotOR 1 for my iPhone, and I played it on an iPad because my iPad's old and doesn't work super well anymore. But I love KotOR on mobile. I don't think KotOR 2 has been ported to mobile, but like, it really works because these controls were like preemptively made for touchscreens. I don't think people really truly even understand how much these were preemptively made for touchscreens. It's wild. And occasionally KotOR on your phone goes on sale, and it's for iPhone and Android both. Occasionally it'll go on sale for like $5. It's the whole game. It's not like, oh, we're not going to include some things because, Why would we put the whole thing on the thing? It's like, actually really good. Scattered survival kit. More chemicals. Nothing screams survival like chemicals. Oh, now see, you have useful things. Got another lecture about contraband today. Security hasn't started doing spot checks of our quarters yet, so my cache in the lower bunk in my room in the eastern dormitory should be safe. I don't know about you, but when I'm writing journals about where I hide things, I always describe it very specifically. You won't even know it's there unless you look for it. Porta came around again asking if I had any special cargo to sell. I know he was getting a bad feeling about having going, smuggles, grenades, blah 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 stuff. Scattered survival kit. More chemicals? Yes. All I want in life is some chemicals. Chemicals, please. Give me some chemicals. Don't tell me what kind of chemicals they are. Just tell me that they're chemicals. And I'll be happy. Yes! Chemicals. I like how this is probably a food distribution unit. Give me every kind of chemical. Give me all of them. Storage canister. More chemicals? Some. Also a breath mask. Ooh, an antidote kit. I really wanted an antidote kit. I swear they're never going to get around to fixing the ventilation system, and if the food processor's back up again the next few... blah, blah, blah. It's basically more lore. Basically, the game explains everything 8 times just in case you missed it the first time, which is fair. Chemicals. Unfortunately, you have to head off now, so take care. Thank you for being here, and guys, if you are not familiar with the YouTube channel of the Star Wars Lounge, there's a lot of pretty neat Star Wars videos on the Star Wars Lounge. You should drop over and say hello. Oh, I know about this item. Breaking down items. I don't need to break down items, actually. Use it. That's what I was looking for. I can make stuff. I can also make this, which would be pretty cool. Immunity to critical hits is nice. I actually kind of want to make an antidote kit, because I keep getting hit with gas grenades, and having more of those would be nice. Okay, so this, I think, is where the story ends up. That's not where I need to be right now. KotOR? Wow, KotOR being dead on the ground is a good sign. This hollow looks like it needs to be plugged into a hollow reader to play back the contents. It does, and this thing over here happens to be a hollow reader, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go to the dormitories first. But mostly I just like looting bodies. Looting bodies a lot. Makes me very happy. So now we can use this power for speed. Yes, thank you. I know how this works. And now we can run even faster, and it won't take near as long to go places. Whoosh. You can tell we're going fast because everything gets weird. Did I not unlock the door? I swear I unlocked the door. In dormitory lockdown. There we go. That's what I wanted. Running fast, running fast. I'm gonna run real fast. Ow. Ah! I assault you with my blade! I really should have my shield up. Because I'm a genius. Here's some dead people. Nothing like finding a bunch of dead people on the ground. On the ground. So this would be the dormitories. You can tell by the fact that there's beds. Damaged door. Well, let's bust open the damaged door, shall we? I like the effect. Foot locker. Now one of these beds has the the special cache from the one guy who was like, am I in the eastern dormitory or am I in... This would be the eastern one. So it's in here somewhere. I'll see if I can't just find it, and if I can't, I'll open the med pack again. Or the data pad again. Not the med pack. That wouldn't make sense. I can't remember if it's really obvious or not. Looting bodies. So all of this stuff is upgrades for weapons. We just don't have like good weapons that can be upgraded yet. Foot locker. Hey. I will take a med pack, please, and thank you. Okay. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. It would be under inventory, data pads. Nope. 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 Okay, there we go. Cache in the lower bunk in my room in the eastern dormitory. I haven't seen anything, so it might just be down the other hallway. I feel like it would activate. Running away, running away. Because I haven't seen anything show up over there. And there is another pathway. In fact, this is probably the western dormitory, so it's a little bit eastern. That's probably why it's not there. That would make sense if it was over here. Ah! I forgot there's probably going to be a droid. Let's be not stupid right now. There we go. We're gonna be less stupid this time. Fighting the droid. Oh, I cannot wait for my lightsaber. I really can't wait for my lightsaber. It's so much better. Everything's better once you have your lightsaber. So energy shield again. That's for blasters. Ooh, so much stuff. I did say I probably wouldn't see it in the same order, but I feel like I'm not actually gonna feel better seeing anything there. Repair kits? Repair kits are basically med kits, but for droids. Yep. I know, I'll handle it, game, but thank you. We keep finding these data logs that you have to plug into a thing. But there's several of them, so I'm gonna go everywhere first. So then we have everything. Run away so that the door doesn't blow up in your face. Hey, look, hidden compartment. Not very hidden now, is it? I will take grenades, please. Thank you. Energy shield is nice. See, I should be not so stingy about these energy shields. So many of them. Okay, we've been down all the dormitories. Okay, this one doesn't work. So we have to go back down the other hall. Those are the things that play the data pads, but because the game likes to be a game about it, it only works on one side. Did I not? I did not loot this body. There we go. It's a good thing we came back then. Okay, search for logged holo display entries. None to play at this time. Insert admin.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir,
Ooh.
couldn't we contact the medbay?
3,
Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, she
17.
could help us.
no good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to her? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down.
Oh no.
This may be the beginning of a long record.
I
It's
think
about
we
an
listened to
hour
this
after
already.
the facility suffered the explosion. Just finished helping the transmission
Yep,
gives
okay.
the code to open
3,
the turbo
17,
lift when
13.
Sir, couldn't we
no good. Even if the... We just took an
I'm gonna write
inventory
that
of our
down.
supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe she could... No. She's still
All right,
floating in that
3,
damn tank. Someone's
17,
played us for fools. And since KotOR and his
13.
crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system?
Oh no, they died. And the holo recorder recorded the deaths of everybody. And is playing it in the room. Cause why the heck not? Alright, return to main functions. Dock officer. Evacuation.
We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck.
Dun dun dun.
The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter.
Dun dun dun.
Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbo lifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbo lift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
Interesting. As a complete non sequitur, this is one of my toy lightsabers I've had since like high school, and I'm holding it. And now that I've held like my Galaxy's Edge saber, that's really heavy. This feels like it weighs literally nothing. That's just completely neither here nor there. All right. Play.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim within the hour, so talk quick.
I heard you had plans for the Jedi, about selling her to the exchange.
Yeah, but security already set their piece on that, didn't they? Nobody's getting sold to anyone.
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the two of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't make one hyperspace jump before what's left of the Republic was on us.
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks.
It sounds
and
like
ensure
KotOR.
the Republic is not alerted to our presence.
Well, I may know someone. Works the system on special jobs. He may want to know details, but I might be able to arrange transport.
I've seen the logs. I know you've already asked him and given the details. Once he agrees, I can handle the rest.
Handle the rest? Like how?
When the time comes, I'll contact you via comlink. Maintenance out.
Since when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
Dun dun dun. Return to main functions.
What did you want to
Nope,
talk to
that's
me
not
about?
what
I heard you had plans.
Yeah.
I meant to hit the other button.
It doesn't matter.
If
Just
you
skip
have a...
through this real fast.
I've seen the
Handle the rest
when the time comes.
Since when did the...
Main functions. Thank you.
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
Okay, so intelligence. This is part of how your character breakdown works. So intelligence is an attribute. If you have a high enough intelligence, the game will give you, like, clues as you play. You know, in case you don't have the same kind of intelligence. So it says, looks like military flash code. It looks like a dot equals 1 and a dash equals 10 and X is 5. So it's saying that by looking at this code, 3, 17, 13. So if an X is 5, that means the other 2 numbers would be just an X, so 5. And X dot dot, so 7. Yeah, so 3, 17, 13, 5, 7 is the code. Log out. Let's go ahead and save. There we go. So again, I'm sorry, I know it's not super thrilling to just listen to a bunch of this. Especially if you are familiar with the game, but I don't know. KotOR is a D&D-like game, so it's just a lot of listening. Which way do I need to go? Screen right. This way. I'm gonna run places and flail my sword. I'm gonna run places while I'm on board. Here we go. Turbo lift console. Destroy the console to force open the door. Gonna lurk for a bit? No worries. I appreciate lurkers. Access camera logs. Recording 5 minutes after the emergency lockdown.
Holmes didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you murglack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. Doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Uh-oh.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Uh-oh.
Korta, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You. It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing her identity and then trying to harm her. And that I cannot allow. Statement. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon deceased.
So it wasn't Korta, it was HK, the HK unit, pretending to be Korta with that voice transition.
Mocking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes. In case you managed to get this far.
He reversed the codes! Uh-huh. We're gonna open the turbolift door. So intelligence, the code in reverse is 7513 17 3. We can enter it manually if we didn't get the intelligence, or we can slice it, which we can't because we don't have a spike. So we'll just enter it in reverse. And now we can get up. Main function. So have I done what I need to do? You've reached the dormitory area only to find the admin officer dead. You found partial code to open the turbo lift. Maybe the docked code. Okay. So I think we were supposed to come down here and just check on stuff, and then it turns out that there's not a whole lot you can do down here. Now we're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back up. Let's go ahead and save again. Now that we're up here. So we don't have to go through all the dialogue again. Hey, Kreia, what's up? It's totally normal.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once.
What do you mean? It's fine. Enemy?
The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
So what? If he's willing to bleed a little, that's more entertaining for me. Wait, who is this enemy? He didn't bring an army with him, then he's the one in trouble. Let's go. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
The story is a long one, and time is short. Come,
I think we should tell it right now, though. Alright, let's go.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard.
Alright.
If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that is docked here.
Kreia has joined your party. She will, when she's active... Yay, you're in my party. Now we can have a party. Da da da. Okay, where are we trying to go? The Dock Republic ship. So I think there or there. Yeah, Dock Republic. That's where we want to go. So let's go down the big long hallway. Oh no, that's where my spot was. Let's go this way. Running, running, running place. The last time I was in this hallway, I had no clothes. Oh no! Oh no! Stealth, people! Look, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure those guys are no big deal. We're just gonna pretend.
What
like
in
they were
space
never
is
there.
going on? Who's this? Another Jedi?
Maybe.
What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
I mean, yes, I can spontaneously breed individually. Take too long to explain. We have to leave now. Atten, there's no time. Grab a weapon and follow me. Shut up and get out of my way, Atten. No, we're gonna say there's no time to explain. Grab a weapon.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
Nope.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station.
Atten has joined your party. As long as he isn't the last party standing, he can be there.
Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
Yep, well, you know. Okay, what do you mean? No, you were clear, I just don't listen to assassin droids. After all the deaths you've caused, rescue is hardly the term I would use. We're gonna go with that one.
Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners.
Recently corrected. The ones who killed the miners. Are you the ones who killed all the miners in the medical bay?
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived,
so this is the big
began
pointer
to
shoot
kill
where
the
it's gonna
miners
explain
one
everything.
by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels.
Oh, there you go.
I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
So you ordered the mining droids to kill me?
Answer? You misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi. A Ronto among humans.
Ronto among
if you would
humans.
indulge me the
I like
metaphor. Besides, as you proved, Master, such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions.
Yeah, cleaning, all right. Why did you want to capture me?
Answer. It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order.
Oh, you found me. Obviously, I didn't know. Although, who is this client of yours?
Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
What are you gonna do now? Kill me?
Answer. No, Master. Killing you was never the intention. If you resist my attempts to return you to your KotOR tank, however, I may inadvertently fracture your skeleton in several places to incapacitate you.
How'd you manage to find me in the first place?
Admission. It was a matter of chance, Master. I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation.
Who is the client? I think I asked this.
Chiding answer. Yep. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
Am I the last Jedi? What? I didn't know that's what this game was. I'm trying to listen to you, prepare to be scrapped. Enough of this, you won't take me how to fight. I don't want to fight you, but I will if you really know this.
Resignation. Very well, Master.
We'll
if
answer like a
inflicting
Jedi.
pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to save the game so that if we die here, we don't have to go through all that dialogue again. Second thing second, let's go to my party members and get them better equipped. We'll give you survival gloves and the cardio regulator, reflex package. She, if I remember correctly, is worse off than Atten is, and we'll give you an energy shield. You're currently a level 3. You're currently a level 3, so we'll give you an energy shield. You can have the reflex package. Yeah, we'll give you the survey gear, I guess. You can have accuracy gloves because you like pistols. Well, you probably have all that stuff already anyway. Adrenaline amplifier. Do we have a better gun for you than just like a mining laser? No, the blaster is literally like the same. I don't want to give you two-handed, so yeah, we'll just cancel that. That's fine. You are currently unarmed, so let's give you there's like very little here that's good. What are your skills? Are your feats? Are you single or double bladed? You prefer single bladed, I think. Yes, okay. So we're not going to give you a two-handed weapon. But the plasma torch is really sucky. So you're just going to have to use a blaster and suck it up. And we'll give you the breath mask just because it's immunity to poison, which is not going to help you a whole lot. Actually, we're going to save now that I've done all that. But it's better than literally nothing. Okay, so energy shield. Energy shield. Energy shield. Everyone turn on their energy shields. Okay, everyone has their energy shields on. I'm gonna go to gun.
Let us end this.
Oh, mine! Well, that didn't go quite the way I wanted it to, but that's fine. I think I have an ion grenade. I do. Throw the ion grenade. Because ion... Yep. That's just gonna end real fast.
2, 1. Sailing, master.
Well, I was anticipating that fight being a lot harder than it was. But it turned out to not be a very hard fight, so there you go. That was like a reverse Leroy Jenkins right there. Can we go through here?
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
I think I need to go here. Yes. I'm fairly certain that's what the game wants me to do. Let's go back to my melee weapon, please. Hey, Django, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've done all of the... We're about to go to the Harbinger, basically. We've done pretty much everything on Paragus itself, except for finding, like, some debris and stuff.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
How many have you met? I'm pretty sure you can ask me that, actually. Maybe you'd like it better, maybe you'd like it better back in yourself, Your Highness. We're gonna ask the movie line, even though it might be dark side points.
Maybe I would. At least I was safe there.
You're welcome
We
to go back.
cannot go back into the facility. If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
I almost always will pick a line of dialogue in movies if I can. I saw a vessel dock. When it did, a fuel pipe entered the fuel depot from behind the force field. You can bypass the force field in the hangar.
Look, I don't mean to cast another
all three of
shadow
those
on
things
this,
said the same
but
thing.
even if you could
words.
reach the ship you came
It
in
didn't
on,
really matter.
it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
Then how did this ship dock here?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
So let's get the codes, and then we can get to the F-Mod.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Now that you have a party, certain decisions and dialogue options will increase or decrease your influence with your companions, depending on their personalities. The higher you influence...
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
Forgive me if I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the present. Watch the tone, old woman. Adam's plan was a good one. Let's head to the bridge. Still debating whether or not we should leave Atten here or not. Feel free to stay behind.
All right. But this won't end
Atten's
well.
plan was a good one.
Trust me.
I've learned from playing this before that trying to placate yourself to Freya is not important. It's hit points and influence. And I don't want to get my influence up with Atten because I want to make that boy a Jedi. Okay, let's save the game after all that dialogue. Alright, look at all the dead people in this room. Isn't that exciting? Nothing like dead people all over the room. Whoever committed mass murder in this room didn't clean up after themselves, and that's just sad, actually. It's a Republic ship. This is a ship like the Harbinger, if not the Harbinger itself. But this is the ship that has, Scion on it, if that's what you mean. Okay, we can put Atten in armor, because he can wear armor. This armor actually looks really good on Atten, I'm not gonna lie. Once we get, like, another good sword, I'll give Freya a sword. Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't necessarily I just remembered there was a ship, and it had a Sith on it. I didn't necessarily remember what any of it was. Well, hello, Sith assassins. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna push you in the face.
Let's settle this.
One of my oh, rip Kreia. I wasn't paying close enough attention. We'll be alright. She'll pop right back up. She'll be fine.
I hear you.
I don't mind leveling her up. Atten, I will level up over time, but I want to be careful with it because I want to give him more Jedi levels. Oh, honey, you're like useless because strength is your dump stat. Treat injury and awareness, I guess. And stealth. I don't know why I would give her stealth because, like, her stealth skill doesn't matter. You're currently gray, I think. Oh, you already have Force Push. Gotcha. So giving you something neutral is probably better. You know, frick it. You can have throw lightsaber. You need it at the end of the game anyway. I don't feel like thinking that hard about it right now. Okay. Like, I've never really used Kreia, ever. Like, I very rarely bring her places because she'll talk to you anyway. Like, she can talk to you through the Force. So, the reason to bring her, because then you can see how she interacts, is useless because she will still interact even if she's not there. So I almost never use her. Once I get past being forced to use her. So I don't really care about her build. And I'm assuming how I build her during the game is not impact the final battle. Briefing room, check briefing logs. Who wants to listen to a bunch of logs? I know I do.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait.
Alright. Onderon.
As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of her identity.
That would be me.
I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger
so this is the ship we were on when we got put onto the Ebon Hawk.
Whether she knows it or not.
Distress signal.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap.
It's a trap!
We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that she reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure she arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I'm always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything she needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. Her safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
Django, did you know the voice of Karth is the voice of Jiminy Cricket on Once Upon a Time? Pretty sure you played Jiminy Cricket. It's been a long time since I've seen that show. Going the wrong way. But yeah, for those of you who have played the first game, you know that it's hard. Mr. Rez, if you're still out there, he was a main character from KotOR 1. Hello, Nasty Sith. How are you today? Are you guys gonna do literally anything about this? Like, contribute to this fight in any way, shape, or form? Because you're welcome to. Like, you don't have to leave the whole fight for me. It's fine. I really won't hold it against you. There we go. Oh, Kreia. Kreia. Yeah, you think you could. I couldn't remember if I told you or not. Yeah. A little fun fact. It was funny for me watching Once Upon a Time back when I used to. Once Upon a Time when I watched Once Upon a Time. To be like, oh, because he doesn't really look like Karth. He doesn't play a character like Karth in anything else. So it's kind of funny. Can I just open the door? Need the asteroid drift shards from the bridge. Oh, okay. I have gone the incorrect way. I need to go another way. Got it. My bad, game. I'll go back this way. Not this way. I'll go back this way. Empty. I wish if it was empty, it would stop telling me it's there. But maybe that's because you can put stuff in the bin. Bridge. Should have gone this way first, but you know, you live and learn, and you get loves. This is fun because this is the same bridge type map from KotOR 1. From the tutorial level. Repair. Download drift charts. Check Harbinger logs. Who wants to listen to more logs?
We have taken on passengers
I know I do.
Telos.
Sir,
sure.
We've just received an emergency
I'm not gonna go
broadcast.
super a lot longer though, but a little bit longer.
Forces.
Can you get
I'm
an
so
ID on the
tired.
ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. It says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship.
What?
Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it.
Yeah.
There's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want it tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Everyone on the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks
Scion.
human, but he's fractured in several places.
And keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
What?
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
That screams out. Ah! With the twisting icon. That made me laugh. And we go this way. This is crazy because this is literally the same pattern as a Rhodium blade. Here we go. Is that better or worse than what I have? It's worse than what I have. So I'm gonna keep the one I have, and we're gonna go to Kreia and give her a sword. Because it's at least okay. It's not wonderful, but it's, you know, it's... Did I not give her the Rhodium Blade? I did not give her the Rhodium Blade. The game has already started to build her for single weapon combat, so we'll do that. And let's just see what's over here. Probably some more fighting. Probably a couple more fights. But we can find the med bay over here, I think. And this is all a part of just, like, figuring out who we are. Ah, fighting! Freya should be more used now that she has us. They always save themselves versus not knowing. Thus the saving throws.
More where that came from.
I appreciate that Atten says the same thing that Karth does. We'll read this very soon. Yeah. It's true. Oh, Kreia. I really appreciate that Kreia showed up on a list of, like, top 7 characters that totally won't betray you later from one of my favorite gaming YouTube channels. Like, I'm going to not talk about spoilers super a lot while we play if we have people in chat who haven't seen it. But, like, come on. Like, come on. Talk to Kreia for more than, like, 5 seconds and tell me. Actually, speaking of, can we talk to her, guys?
What is it? Why are we stopping?
Do you want to chat? What do you know? Why were you locked up?
Look, I'd be happy to share my whole life story when we aren't getting chased by assassin droids and Sith troops, alright?
Wow! Touchy. Alright. Okay, I guess people don't want to talk right now. I think it's the perfect time to talk, to be honest, but I guess no one wants to share their feelings. Ooh. So what are these gloves? Because I have 2 sets of them now. Ooh. Ooh. Those are beautiful. Skill upgrade gloves. I'm here for it. Yes. Give me the skill. Give me all the skill points. Every last one of the skill points. What's funny is, for the most part, the loot in 2, I think, is on an RNG. And I mean, like, I don't think you can get, like, super amazing stuff in the first part of the game, but, like, stop running this way and fight this thing. Yeah, ding dong. It's kind of funny, though, because, like, you can get really cool stuff really early in the game. Like, I've done that before when I played and got, like, really sick armor really early. I was like, oh, okay. And then sometimes it's just like, here's another stim pack. All the escape pods have been locked and cannot be used. Well, that's annoying. Where's the med bay? Have I missed it? I know you can go to it. Oh, it must be... Okay. Okay. It will be there when we go this way. I think some of the generation is tiered, but still random. That would make sense. Because, like, otherwise, you would get... You know, you could run the risk of just never getting anything good ever. Or, yeah, when I went to the other side, it said that you couldn't go here until you got the stuff from the bridge, so I assumed that it was like the exit of the ship, but it's just the next area. I'm running, watch out, I'm running. Just running my legs. This door yelled at me when I tried to go through it before. So I assumed it was the door out. And that I had to go the other way to get through that thing. But as it turns out, that was incorrect. How much better would it be? Yes, Jedi Fallen Order with like a readable map would be so nice. Still hate the map in Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, I got used to it, but it's still, like, it's so clunky sometimes. But like KotOR 2 with Jedi Fallen Order's graphics, or Jedi Fallen Order with KotOR 2's map. This game with that map, oh, that would be horrible. It would be like the worst thing ever. Hold on, I'm having a moment.
Are you all right?
These were my quarters. Just need a second. This was my room.
This was your room? When?
Before I lost consciousness and woke up on Paragus.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
I was intending to take a nap, but, you know. Hey, look, I had some pretty cool stuff. Mitra Surik, you are requested to report to the Harbinger Medbay for routine examination. The routine is automated. Simply insert the data pad. I'm sure that was fine. Armband. Constitution +1. Heck yeah, I'll take it. Love how it's such a big room in a quarters on, right? Time to bash a door down. Slice in through the door. I think her personalized gear gets better. Her crystal gets better over time. So when you go to Dantooine and you get her crystal, you can get it like refocused, and it's based off of your alignment with the Force. I don't think her armband gets better. I'm pretty sure it's just always +1 costume. I could be wrong. It's been I'm nowhere near the expert on this that I am personally, but I think it's the crystal that gets better. Hi. I see your shimmering little outlines. Atten's down already? Holy crap. These guys are meaner than the other ones. Oh, there's just a lot of them. Okay, Atten pop back up. Atten's got the, like, super I'm gonna undie ability. Hold on. Attributes. Okay, your dexterity being high is a good thing. I'm not really worried about your strength right now, or that. You know what? We're gonna up your wisdom, because eventually I'm gonna give you force powers, and I'm gonna want your wisdom higher. So we'll start working on that now. Oh, you have a high demolition score. Okay, well, then we're gonna keep putting points into that. And I can use you for demolition from now on. Okay. Oh look, Kreia has dark side powers. I'm sure that's not sketchy at all. It's not weird at all that Kreia has dark side powers. No one should read into that. Okay, one of them down. You should give him some of the gloves too if you have another pair. Yeah, he's got combat gloves on right now. I have a lesser version of the skills gloves, but I have one that boosts his abilities with a blaster. But he probably has those feats anyway. But I think these are from the gloves.
Yes.
So currently, I have him set. I don't think there's going to be a lot in the way of mines right now. Okay, which way? Medical bay. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Insert data pad. Sedatives administered during routine examination. 3.5 days ago, emergency overriding enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill normal human beings. That must be what rendered you unconscious. Oh, that sucks. Identify culpable game. That one? Okay. We've identified it. That's cool. Check medical logs.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this.
Stealth people. Sith survivor.
Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together.
Or just mostly
his
dead.
His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together.
Yeesh.
Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him or Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger.
Oh no.
I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help.
Oh no!
I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord.
No, really?
Alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
What? Wow. I didn't see that coming. Look, it's the totally normal looking guy that we saw in that one cutscene. I'm sure he's fine. See, it's totally fine. Attempt to get chemicals from the display. Yay! I got more chemicals. I love it when I get chemicals. I guess the medical worker didn't know the name of the game was the Sith Lords. The Sith Lords? Also, things to wish to heal yourself. Nah. I'm fine, but thank you. Broken full coating. Can I interact with it? Coating was shattered from the inside. Sith Lords were not, they were not her specialty. You are correct. Rip, that's so many. Oh, I'm not that worried about it. I mean, I'd love the XP from repairing it, but that's a lot of repair parts just to reactivate it. And I might need to do more than just reactivate it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Ugh. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm pretty tired today, but now that we're, like, actually playing the game and it's not just run around on Progress, I'm feeling more like I can keep going. But I was struggle busing on Progress. Everyone struggles on Progress, though. I mean, like, it's so boring. You're gonna fight your face.
Fallen. This shall not stop us for long.
Shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head.
Let's settle this.
Atten, why are you so bad at staying alive? You must have heard me say, I don't want to level you up too much.
Say the word.
Heal yourself. Come on, what are you doing? Is there a particular reason why you won't? I'm clicking the button, Atten. Whatever. You die, I don't even care. You did nothing. Did nothing that whole fight. Have I been? Let's loop back down around this hallway. Just so we can say we've been everywhere. Hey, light combat suit. Can I wear a light combat suit or do I not have armor? I can wear a light combat suit. I have light armor proficiency. Okay. That's pretty snazzy looking. I will take some armor. That will be nice. I can't get it open. It's magnetically sealed. Let's save. I have to keep reminding myself to save. It's been a bit of a problem. Okay, so we can't go that way. This is the maintenance room. That sounds like a great place to enter right now. It sounds like a place that is going to give me useful things. A frag grenade? It's better than no frag grenades, I guess. Plasteel cylinder, because we can't say plastic or steel, it's plasteel. Adrenaline amplifier, that's nice. Gave me all the stuff. I always store 30 credits in my maintenance room. I don't know about you, but when a room is called maintenance, that's where I store my extra cash. It's the best place. Okay. Turbo lift sounds a lot like end of the level, so let's keep exploring. Are we healing up? Okay, we are. I keep forgetting that there's like auto regeneration. Yo, guys, you gonna do anything about this? Atten, I need to get you on the swords. I'm getting my butt kicked. This one. Krea's getting her butt kicked. Hold on. Repair, I guess. Actually, no, that's not true. Yeah, actually, I guess repair. Like, literally, I never use you, so your powers aren't really that important to me. I mean, you are neutral right now. Why don't you just do drain power? You know, at least you can heal yourself with it.
What is it? This shall not stop us for long.
Hey, we destroyed them, and it was great. Well, hello, droids. I don't know whether this new HK-50 droid is a gift or a curse. After the destruction of the previous protocol model when it accidentally activated that fragment mine, HK has stepped in its place without a hitch. The problem is it doesn't take commands very most of the time. I have no idea where it's been. That droid sure is suspicious. Unlike the other protocol droids, it's very purposely sabotaged. No! He was purposely sabotaged by the HK droid. So we're currently doing recent history, which is just like figure out what happened to us. I'm trying to get to the unlock, trying to rescue T3, and figuring out galactic history. So that's what all those journal updates are. You don't necessarily like have to figure out what happened to you or anything like that, but like, you know, that's half the fun. They seem to regenerate health faster than I do, and I don't appreciate that. It's magnetically sealed. I wonder, is it worth it to go like all the way back to figure out if I can go down either of these hallways? That way, just to probably find out they're magnetically sealed too. I mean, it's just gonna be a couple more things to fight. I don't think it's worth it. I'm sure this is fine.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Happy beeps. Happy beeps. What's wrong? Your bad feeling is going to be replaced by blinding pain if you don't be quiet. Would you stop saying that?
I can't help it. Don't you feel it? Something's going to get real wrong real
feeling.
Quick.
He has a feeling. How do you know that? We have to be careful then, but we keep moving. We have to be careful, but we'll
all right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me. When it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
Okay, yeah, but the part of staying alive is getting off of here. Atten has a special ability. He has spider sense. Atten has spider sense. Pretty great. His spider solitaire senses are tingling. I'm sure this is fine. Save the game here sense, yep. I wonder what could possibly happen. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, look at that, I got a nice big butt. I don't think that's Ben Swallow.
I came to warn you, Jedi. You know not what path you walk.
Is he Celtic? Is he like
this
the Celtic
battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
Freya! Pulling a
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
That literally makes no sense. He can't kill what he can't see and power blinded him. So, like, what can he see then? Okay. Sheeple the Bastila. Locked. Well, that's not gonna work. How coincidental that Kreia doesn't want you to talk to him. I know! It's so suspicious. Why wouldn't Kreia want me to just talk to the place? Can I go? Because I didn't technically try the middle door. I think the middle door is where they went, though. Maybe not. Atten just phases into existence. I like to loot all the foot lockers. I like to light. Oh, now I get a sword for her. Gosh. Route maintenance. Yeah, that sounds great. Maintenance doors are open. Yay. Log out. Let you use repair or computer skill based off of which parts you have, which is nice. This room also was just a dead end, so let's go there. It's so satisfying to let it go whoosh whoosh. I don't think any of the armor we have is upgradable. Oh, it is. Heck yeah. Give me some fire resistance and some regeneration points. And like Atten, he can have some ballistic shielding. That's great news for him. And he can have that. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds really great. And then Vibroblade can have this grip. And that's better because we're probably still going to fight a lot of droids. But we'll go with criticals because we already have a droid bonus. And then I'm going to go here instead of the Vibro Cutter. We'll use the Vibro Blade, which will be way better now. Hey! Did you already do the spacewalk? I did do the spacewalk part. Because the spacewalk part is where you like wave it at and partway through. Okay, so now we can go down this door. Let's save. I keep forgetting to. I'm gonna try to get to the end of the Harbinger before I have to stop. I have to stop in like 25 minutes. We should be able to finish the Harbinger by then. But whenever we finish the Harbinger, I'm gonna stop because that'll just be a good story point to end the stream on. This is very creepy and eerie. Running away, running down the this hall. Running away down this hall. Ooh, an interface. Activate engine maintenance procedure. Hey! I can open the doors. Open. Look at that! I got so much experience for just opening a door. It's pretty exciting. That's what makes me feel good. It's like you opened a door.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragus facility.
We literally said this already, Atten. Like, so long ago. It's the only way around the sealed door in the hangar where the Ebon Hawk is. Atten, and you trust me, come on. Then stay here and die. No, it's the only way around.
All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
It's just the restored content mod.
I sense you, my master. Faint. Weak.
My master?
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
What?
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
Whoosh. See, he has a lightsaber. Oh no! Oh no!
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Nope.
Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
My hand. It felt like it was being dripped in molten carbonite.
You look fine. Come on. We need to keep moving.
You look fine. I'm in intense pain. You're fine. Whatever. Or I guess not finish the Harbinger, but I think we can finish Paragus. I want to finish
It's a
this.
utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped
It's
here.
my droid. I know you ran into the protocol earlier. He attacked us too. How did you survive? This is what, yeah, this is me unfiltered. I have not played this game twice before at all. Is he, and he just dumped you in the fuel pipe? Sounds like he just wanted to keep you out of the way until he could find a way off the station with us. Is your more good thing your memory core is well shielded. This just sounds like a good thing to say. Okay, we get it. Don't blame yourself. If you hadn't gotten the admin level, we'd never gotten this far. Then let's go. T3 has joined your party. Heck yeah! I freaking love T3.
Just say the word.
T3, come here. Concealed stash. Look at that concealed stash. Now you, I'm gonna level up right away. Yeah, these are really the only three things worth leveling up on a droid. I like to level up intelligence as soon as possible, because leveling up intelligence is how, demo is a cross-class skill for you, that's okay. The sooner you level up intelligence, the sooner you get the skill points, which means the level up matters more over time.
I hear you.
Like, you get more bang for your buck, basically. Conceal, don't feel stash. I appreciate that. Really, Atten? I think I still have the belts. This is the most interesting part of the game for everyone, I know.
I hear you.
If I do this, you should not need a level up to recover mine. Really? What the heck? You're missing it by 1 point. Okay. Do I have anything that boosts you by 1? Or... Oh, I do, because these should boost you by 1. Okay. That's what we'll do. I don't want to level him up just to level him up in Demolition's 1 point. It just feels boring. Okay, there we go. I always hate it when you're 1 point off. But at least for that stuff, it always lets you roll a 20. Ah! T3, what kind of... I gotta have a better blaster for you right now. No, I actually don't. Okay. I should have better stuff for you, though. There you go. Okay, where's me? Hi, me. Let's fight. I really don't feel like there's a whole lot left on Paragus right now. Maybe there's a whole bunch left, but I feel like we're pretty much at the end. Oh no! I'm sorry you don't feel well. Glad you can hang out. I do know how it feels to be like just hanging out.
Time to take you down to size.
Feeling good. Oh no, these stupid that heal are very annoying. Cancel combat for grenade. It's not gonna be healing you anymore. I have found that my droid power has not been doing much. The saving throws here have kind of outdone it. There we go. Well done, everybody. Let's see if there's any remains. Oh no, there's one. There's a couple more. Well, you guys handle that. I'm gonna see if there's remains. The test of tomorrow morning. Oh, is it that nasty? Oof. Saving throw 7. Oh, darn it, it's another one of these. I would like to blow up the healing droid, please. Ugh. Hold on. Atten, come here. First of all, stop getting hit by grenades, like a punk. Second of all, I want you to target this thing. And I need you to stop targeting him. I need you to target him. There we go. Party member down. Dang it, T3. You'll be okay, buddy. You'll be okay. Go ahead and level me up. I'm getting low. Treat injury, persuade, awareness, security. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Feats. Force immunity, just on an arm specialist. I don't have 2 swords to really want that right now. I use critical strike all the time, so improved critical strike's really good. And now, finally, I can get healed. I would like heal, please. Thank you. Work around some Chinese and Taiwanese. Who've been to the region. I gotcha. You're right, I do get an armor special for free. Well, I hope you just have, like, a regular old bug. We've been talking a lot about that other thing. And I definitely hope that's not what's going on. But I get just being, or playing it cautious. That's definitely the smart thing to do.
I hear you.
Yay. That will heal up T3. Wow. Wow. Cardio package. Nice. That's a boost to constitution. If I am not mistaken. Hello, droid. Should be fine, simply been difficult. Yeah. And that can happen too. I have a feeling this is gonna go. I think Paragas might be longer than I remember it being. I don't really take the time to chat yet. Where do they even need to go?
Just say the word.
So we're looking around here. I think we need to go up to there. Let's just keep exploring. See if we can find some loot. Oh, hey. Okay, I look like I have that one pretty well under control, so let's start shooting at this guy.
Let's settle this.
I'm handling things pretty well, if I do say so myself. Obviously, just fighting all of this stuff is just nice from whatchamacallit, leveling up standpoint. Warp. What do we got? Shut down emergency field. Yay! Log out. Yay! That time I only got 100 points for using the computer. Okay, look at us go. There's so many droids to fight. And we're gonna just fight them all. You okay, T3? I hear you yelling. Oh, I see you guys are fighting those over there. That's fine. I can handle these two. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. We've been there. Okay, we gotta figure that out. There's no way to shut it down. The hangar bay, got it. All up system log. Okay, not worried about any of that. Okay. So what that means is we can't shut off these ones, so we have to go the other way. To the Paragas docking bay. This is where we were, yes. We've been here with T3. Oh boy. There's so many things. There's so many. Hey, Mongo, welcome! How are you? Yeah, I am. This is only our second stream, and I'm only, I'm nearing my 5th hour into the game. Paragas is so long. I called the first stream Paragas Purgatory. I thought about doing the skip Paragas mod. I genuinely did, and then I was like, nah. It's fine. The grind is what makes it worth it. How are you doing? Glad you've been enjoying the book club. What you got for me, Atten? What? The console? He said he can open the door to the hangar, he just needs to access the terminal from the platform. I served with a lot of utilities in the, well, many years ago. Oh, it's glitching. Atten's supposed to be talking to me and we're not hearing it. I'll explain someday when we're not being chased by 100 or more stealth Sith killers. The game is a little buggy. I am playing with the restored content mod though, so that's nice. There we go. Get the door open. Yay! I get so much XP for just using a computer. I love playing as T3. Like, I just love rolling around as him. So many droids. My energy shield ran out. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted to equip. Dang it. There we go. This is the one I wanted to equip. Zap. Go fight it. Go fight it. Wow, these guys are wrecking me. Hold back. Hold back a little. Put your energy shield back on. Heal up.
More where that came from.
There's so many. There's just so many. And yes, I know I can level up. I'm not gonna yet, because I'm
more where that came from.
So good. Great. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Always happy to hear that. And yeah. I'm almost done. I really am. Oh, I need you to heal. Get away from the med packs are glitched, I think. Oh no! I remember how this works. You have to click on yourself. Ah, that's why I couldn't get it. I forgot you have to do that in Token 2. So like, it's handy because like I could heal ads in front of the screen, but it's annoying because I can't get myself.
Time to even the odds.
I remember that. As an aside, like completely random thing, I really appreciate the phrase "time to even the odds" because I like saying even the odds. You guys can handle that, guys. I believe in you. I'm gonna go fight this one. I really thought we were targeting the one with the energy shield, and I guess we're not. Oh good, Atten's dead. Okay. Well, I'll be less stubborn and heal myself. Book club is great. Finished Aftermath, watch book club. Wow, you were like pouring through those. Please tell me you're watching them on double speed, because some of them get a little long. I appreciate that. Those videos are like a labor of love for me. Like, I love making those videos so much, and it means a lot when other people appreciate them, because I know they're not like the most exciting thing. Power gives Jedi ability to deflect range attacks without a lightsaber. I could really go for that right now. That sounds really good at the moment. It was kind of funny because I picked doing the Aftermath series before the Palpatine reveal. Like, if you look at the start date, I was just like, these are books that you should probably read before episode 9. We didn't even have a title yet. And then we got the trailer for and title for Rise of Skywalker, and Palpatine was back, and I was like, yes, yes. You know, what, did somebody die or did it just freeze? I don't know. Oh, Atten must have come back to life. Yes, Ray Carson does. That was really cool. I tweeted my most recent most wanted video to Ray Carson, and she watched part of it and told me that it was good and it made me happy. Ray Carson is really awesome. She's a good follow on Twitter. Do I want to make demolitions a class skill? I don't know that I do. Let's do Gearhead, I think. Paragus flashbacks intensifies. Yeah. Oh, Paragus. I really want to not super level Atten up a lot because I want to make him a Jedi. But I need him to, like, not die while we're here. That's like, him not dying is like a big part of me making it out of here. I would like to boost your ability to use swords, please. So you can use swords. Dagger cutter. Go fight this thing. The first few times we played the game, we didn't really see it. And like, in fairness, I only knew because like, I played this game way later than everybody else, so I knew things about the game. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure that out on my own. I certainly wouldn't figure it out you could make everyone a Jedi. The way Atten talks about, like, his spider sense and everything, I think I might have guessed you could make one. Maybe. I mean, it's easy to say that now. How are we doing on time? Oof. I gotta get going here in, like, now. I was hoping to get to a good point in the story to stop, but I don't think I'm done. Collecting mines is really, really fun. Collecting mines is what I do with all of my time. I like to collect them and put them in my pocket and run around with explosives in my pocket. And then if someone wants to pick my pocket, maybe their hand will blow up. Because you shouldn't do crime, kids. That was my moral of the story. Once again, we have you for boom, boom, boom. This is the kind of thing I do on stream. I'm like, that's what you miss when you don't watch this live. Okay. I think that, like, the end of this is literally just getting the Evan Hawk and fly away. But I really do have to go. Which is unfortunate. But, I'll collect these mines and then head out. But the good news is that it should be very little Paragus. And then the first planet we'll go to, I personally go to Nar Shaddaa. The first time I played, I went to Dantooine first, because you get your crystal there. And it just made sense to me. I didn't know you get a crystal there, but the first time I played, like, Dantooine makes sense. But you get so many of your crew members on Nar Shaddaa, that's where I usually go. Yeah, I'm gonna get going, I think. I'm afraid that if I go through this door, more plot will happen. So we'll go ahead and save the game. I'll end it here. Probably gonna stream this next week, Thursday. So Thursday, you still need a lens. Next week, Thursday. So usually I stream this game on Thursdays at noon, and we do a streamcast today at 4, Tuesdays at 4, and we're just switching it this week. So Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is, it's 3 p.m. Eastern now. So in 2 days and an hour, we'll do a Clone Wars streamcast, podcast stream, and talk about how excited we are for Clone Wars. And then we'll go back probably on our normal-ish schedule. But Discord is always the best place to find out about changes to anything and everything. Sometimes I remember to tweet about it, but like Discord is the best place to find out about what's up. But thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like the stream on your way out. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!